growth gives you the most commonest measure of economic performance. Employment gives you another dimension because it gives you an indication of how productive we are. Long-term problems. There's problems that have been with us for about 40 years, and those problems have not gone away. Then I will look into the 2017 budget. I didn't do this 2 weeks ago, but I thought I needed to mix the long-term issues with the present issues that we face. So I look at the 2017 budget, the estimates at least. Then I will do some analysis of recent government policies, and I will tell you what I think about them. Then we'll look at whether we're going to have a recovery or we're going to have a status quo. Then I will then delve into what I call Nigeria's productivity issues. So that's the way I'm looking at it this morning. So the graph that you see is the Nigeria's GDP growth from 1982 to 2016. 1982 to 2016. That is covering 34 years. And what are the properties of this graph? I've identified 3 distinct periods in Nigeria's economic growth. 3 distinct periods in Nigeria's economic growth. And these patterns is very, very important for us to identify these patterns. In the 1980s, growth was highly volatile. If you go back to the original graph, you see what I mean. Growth was very, very volatile. And during this period, this volatility was driven by oil prices and, of course, also government revenue and government expenditure. We all know the history, so there's no point going into that. As oil prices was going on being volatile, government revenue was also volatile. And in any case, following that, expenditure was also volatile. In the 1990s, which I consider the lost decade in Nigeria's history, we have consistently for 10 years, growth was below 5%. And when growth is below 5%, doing about 2.5%, 3% at some point, what it means is that given the population growth in Nigeria of about the same range, so we do not have income growth between 1990 and 2000. And that was a period of widespread poverty as a result. That's the second distinct pattern that we saw. The third one is what I describe as the longest stretch of continuous growth of above 5% in Nigeria's history. And that's from 2000 to 2014. During this period, per capita income, that's the average income for every Nigerian, increased by 749%. But I'm sure not all of us felt it. Yes, I'll tell you why you didn't feel it later. So, and during that period, we have an analyzed increase in per capita income of 16.5%. So between 2000 and 2015, if you do your calculation, is a period in which we never had it that good. I mean, in terms of the stretch of the growth that we have, and the growth also in per capita income. And the reason, we all know the reason. From 2000 up to 2014, apart from the period of 2008 and 2009 that oil prices went down dramatically, briefly, it was a period of consistent, at least, high oil prices. So the question I ask is that from 2014 to 2016, are we now seeing another distinct period in Nigeria's growth history? Since 2014, oil prices started to fall again, but 2 years is too early at the moment to begin to draw some conclusions. So we're fairly comfortable with 3 distinct periods. 1980s, volatile growth, following volatility in oil prices. 1990 is totally flat. And then 2000 to 2014, longest stretch of economic growth above 5%. When we look at GDP growth rate, it's also important that we look at another important macroeconomic data, and that's the unemployment. When you look at growth, you look at unemployment. Why growth gives you the most commonest measure of economic performance? Employment gives you another dimension because it gives you an indication of how productive we are and how many people are able to get what you can call monthly income. So, we have the Nigerian unemployment rate from 1991 to 2016. That's the data that you see there. But if you look at that data, the first half is that of the World Bank. And it says that the Nigerian unemployment rate actually averaged 7.4 to 7.9 between that long period. I don't think this data is reliable. In fact, my suspicion is that at the World Bank, somebody just, on January 1 of every year, just go to the laptop and press 7.9. I mean, something like that. So, but from 2012, we now have what I call reasonable data on unemployment. And the first thing that you see, because Nigerian economic growth was doing relatively well in 2012, we have an unemployment figure of about 12% at that time, and it started to fall. Because the economy was actually growing, and unemployment started to fall, even though it was still high. At that point, we were still having 8%. Then, from 2014 upwards, it started to rise again. And the pattern, I'm trying to give you some kind of pattern here, that most of our variables, our economic performance, economic parameters are driven by oil prices. Now, I know that most of you will say, oh, but oil only accounts for certain percentage in Nigerian economy's GDP. That is correct. But the feed through from oil revenue is enormous, and we'll come to that in the next slide. So, that's the characteristics of Nigerian employment I'm just giving you. Data very poor. Next slide. Data very poor. Improvement in unemployment data did not happen until first quarter of 2012. And importantly, what it shows is that growth matches. When an economy grows, when it's growing, there is also an increase in the demand for employment. That is proven all over the world. What is not proven is by how much. It's not the same. But when an economy is growing, there will be a rise in unemployment demand. And of course, we have seen the reverse in this since 2014. Now, let's look at another third important data. And that's the Nigerian GDP. We've looked at the economic growth data historically. We've looked at the unemployment data. Now let's look at the per capita income, and let's see what that tells us. And we have it from, what we have here is from 1960 to 2015. And if you look at the 60s, you see that per capita income was relatively flat, if you look at that data. And the reason it was flat is because that per capita income was driven by agricultural production and income. And if you notice, from early 70s when oil prices started to rise, our per capita income also rose in response. And if you now look at the 80s, remember I told you the growth in the 80s was volatile because oil prices were very volatile. And the 1990s, it was virtually flat. In fact, the average oil price in the 1990s was $18, so it was very flat. So if you look at those two periods, from 1980 to the turn of the century, we have very, very flat. If we now look at the 2000 to 2014 that I told you about, you see how oil prices consistently rose, and of course, GDP per capita also rose. Next slide. So, growth in GDP per capita in the 2000 and the first half of 2010 was driven consistently by higher prices. And in that period, per capita income was Now, the quick thing to say at this point is that many people that were alive, or let's say most of us that were already adult at the turn of the century, not only was oil prices rising from 2000, we also had a significant number of reforms. I don't know how many of you will remember under President Olusegun Obasanjo, we had some significant forms of reforms. And those reforms were they were aimed at improving efficiency and production, especially in the macroeconomic sense. So we have some fiscal reforms and we have some macroeconomic reforms. We have the pension reforms, we have banking reforms. All these reforms were very, very important. But in 2014, what you quickly realize is that as important as these reforms were, there were two things that were missing. One, they were all macroeconomic in nature. And two, we did not develop the fiscal institutions and the underlying capabilities that were also important to drive long-term prosperity. So I will come to that.